Today we have the first look at something very special. This is the first time that I've ever reviewed or even seen a watch from YEMA in person, or had one in anyway. I've seen them before, I've been introduced to them at watch shows and stuff like that. I've had friends who have had them, but this is my first time getting hands-on properly with one. Gotta say, nice little unboxing experience so far. They do have really nice packaging, lovely little wooden style box. Even has a nice little YEMA decoration on the front there. So this is on loan from YEMA. They are a French manufacturer or a French watchmaker. They have so much history, it's unreal. But today we are reviewing we are unboxing one of their latest pieces. Bear in mind, this is a review sample. It's not going to be brand new quality. Well, I hope it's pretty much brand new quality. I hope the people who have had it before me took good care of it, as I will intend to do. Here we go. Straight away I can feel that that's quite light, in all fairness. Well, let me get it unwrapped first and I'll tell you what this is. I'll tell you why it's so special. This is their Wristmaster. It is not their average Wristmaster, you see. This is housing something very special, something that YEMA really wants to show off, and that's exactly why they've sent this one in, to get a little bit of eyes on it. And that dial is absolutely stunning, that green effect. That's beautiful. This is their Wristmaster Small second hand, and it is a very sporty, obviously integrated style sports piece. As soon as they got in touch, I knew that I wanted to see one of these, because it is hiding one of their, well, it's not really hiding, it is showing it off, and I will show you it now. It is packing one of their in-house movements, and that right there is their micro rotor CMM29. Absolutely stunning. The finishing on that is absolutely incredible. I love it. I love a micro rotor movement. And obviously, this one being in-house caliber, it's designed in Switzerland, sourced in Switzerland and France, and then assembled in France. Obviously, YEMA are a French brand, so that makes sense. And, you know, the French and the Swiss are mates, aren't they? So, yeah. But I love the more vintage type of style to this one. Very much towards their back catalogue type of models. They're not trying to make it modern at all. I love that green dial. The brushed effect plays really well with the rest of the case and those more natural lines. Now, it's not exactly a cheap watch, but we will get to that price in a moment. It is 39mm in diameter, and that really does suit my type of wrist size. The lug-to-lug distance is 43.5mm, which would make sense for this shorter integrated style. I love the fact that the actual crown sits so nicely inside those crown guards. Gives a little bit more of a rugged touch to it. And genuinely, this is just a really classic type of style. I know that we have plenty of watches that play in this type of territory, but for me, this is definitely one of the more underrated ones, especially considering it is much more affordable than many others on the market right now. They call this one the Slim, and that is because it comes in at 9mm thick. I think that's a very good territory for this type of style, for this sports aesthetic. I love the fact that they've still chamfered the edges to that case though. That will really play into the effect very well. Now, we do have a protruding sapphire crystal, only slightly, but that isn't included in the thickness, I don't believe, so there'll be an extra 0.0 or something on there. The hands and everything is finished really well. Obviously, as I say, this isn't a brand new watch. It is a review sample, so do take that into account when you see a blemish or two here or there on the watch. It's just something that you deal with as a reviewer. I know there's certain people that want their watches to be absolutely pristine when they arrive, but I understand that these go around a couple of people before they get to me. I'm not exactly top of the tree. Let's talk about that movement, because really that is the selling point that they want to get to in these watches. So this is a high beat movement, as you would definitely expect for the price of this piece. It comes in with 28,800 beats per hour. It has a 70-hour power reserve, and it sticks within -3 to -7 seconds per day. They are some quality specifications, and YEMA don't exactly throw thousands of pounds on top of the price for this type of caliber. As you may have seen across the market, places like Orders have started doing their own in-house movements, and they added about $2,000 to the price. Now, this isn't a cheap watch, I will tell you that much. It comes in at $2,500, but in my opinion, that is pretty cheap for what they have on offer here. And I know it's insane to say that's pretty cheap when you're talking about $2,500, but at the same time, it's fantastic. Really is, considering that they've developed these movements in-house on their own. And this isn't the only one. They have two other in-house calibers. One of them is a tourbillon. It's insane to see how far they've come, considering they only really popped back up in 2009. We all know about the quartz crisis. They were a part of Seiko for a short time. But to go from where they were in 2009, starting back up again to here, is incredible in my opinion. And hopefully they keep pushing that. It is also 100 meters water resistant, so really does pack that sports vibe. One thing that YEMA were actually known for back in the day, in the 1950s, was producing 100-meter dive watches. And, you know, I think we've kind of just forgot that they were part of that scene. But yeah, it's really impressive to see them revived to where they really should be, in my opinion. Let's get this one around the wrist, see how it fits, because I think the taper on this band is going to be fantastic. There is one thing that I need to show you on this band first. So they do have this micro adjustment system with a snap, clips back out. Nice little feature, considering I really don't like butterfly clasps, so that really does help me. This one fits incredibly well on my wrist, and I'm not going to lie, like, I am quite glad of those micro adjustments. I'll tell you why. It's really hot here in the UK at the moment, so if I can adjust them on the fly, that'd be really, really helpful with the hot weather. Yeah, we are dying over here right now. I think this is absolutely fantastic. You know, if you want a full and in-depth review of this piece, you can find it on my main channel in a week or so. I will link that above right now, but for now I'm going to go and enjoy this.